Django Fett on the job.
What's up, guys? I'm Django Fett, hunting down games, comics, TV shows, movies, and more. Now, before I start my movie review of X-Men Days of Future Past, I want to give one update to my channel. So 3 weeks ago, I had my 100 subscriber special, and I'm already at 150, which is ridiculous. I don't know how I've jumped so fast to such a ridiculous level, but I love it. But in my 100 subscriber special, I decided for you guys to choose what Star Wars game from a select list that I posted. After finishing Republic Commando, I would start this game. And the winner is, drumroll please, Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast. Thank you guys for voting, and I'll also let you guys decide what non-Star Wars game I will start once I finish Resident Evil 4. And I will choose a list, and once I finish Resident Evil 4, I will let you guys decide what non-Star Wars game I will play. But anyway, let's start with X-Men Days of Future Past. Now, before I watched this movie, X-Men First Class was my favorite X-Men movie. And the previous X-Men movies, X-Men 1, 2, and 3, I wasn't a big fan of. I just didn't buy into them. Now, the X-Men movies did usher in a whole bunch of comic book movies, but I just didn't like them at the time, and I'm just not a big fan of them. But X-Men First Class was so awesome. Michael Fassbender and James McAvoy were just so awesome, and their chemistry was just really, really good. And they continue it off in X-Men Days of Future Past as well. So let's start with the pros of X-Men Days of Future Past. Every character means a lot in this movie. It's not just Wolverine and the gang like in previous X-Men movies. From Blink to Bishop to Wolverine. And let me just say, this movie is not centered on Wolverine alone. And I know Wolverine travels back in time, but it doesn't focus on Wolverine, which is really surprising. It doesn't focus on him at all. Everyone has a part to play in this movie, and it works perfect. Even Mystique, who is a surprise, I really loved her character. And she seems to be one of the main characters as well. And I really liked her character. I really did. Jennifer Lawrence does an excellent job as Mystique. James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender, who I really like this guy after X-Men First Class. But Michael Fassbender does an exceptional job in this movie. And I forgot to mention the story. The story is really, really good. It starts with the Sentinels basically destroying everything and just leaving a wasteland in the future. The mutants, from Cyclops, Bishop, Blink, all of these characters are battling the Sentinels. Do a great job. They can't do crap against the Sentinels, but it was just so fun to see them fight with all these different powers. And the Sentinels, I was surprised, looked badass and menacing. The Sentinels were really scary to see. And Wolverine is actually sent back to the 70s to reunite Xavier and Magneto, James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender together to stop Mystique from shooting Trask. And let me just say, Trask as well, played by Peter Dinklage. Ever since Game of Thrones, I really like Peter Dinklage. Also, the fight scenes were amazing to look at. CGI was really well done in this movie. One huge surprise to this movie, and I never thought I would say this, was Quicksilver. Man, that guy was funny as anything. He was so funny, and he had a tiny Easter egg with Magneto in that. I won't spoil it, but it was pretty funny. And he did have one of the best scenes in the movie. It's like a slow-mo scene, and it's just amazing. You have to see it for this movie. Watch that scene, watch this guy, you'll be impressed. It's just, wow. Quicksilver is amazing. And I want to see what Scarlet Witch does as well. I know Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch are rumored to have more of a role in the next X-Men movie. So after the credits, it showed a secret ending. I won't spoil who it is, but let me just say, he's my favorite villain of all time. Even better than Darth Vader. And he will be in the next X-Men movie. I know Bryan Singer ushered in some news about who this villain will be. I won't spoil who it is. So I will cover any news of who will play this character and show my reactions, because they have to nail it with this guy, and I will totally buy into the next movie. So now let me discuss the cons of X-Men Days of Future Past. So I mentioned the after credits scene. Well, you had to wait 2 sets of credits to actually watch the secret ending. Most Marvel movies have 1 set of credits and then the secret ending and then ending it. But with this movie, it had 1 set of credits, then had a 2nd set of credits, which you waited like another half an hour, and then it had the secret ending. And the secret ending was awesome. It was badass. Waiting that long kind of pissed me off. Certain characters like Colossus, Sunspot, and even Iceman had little role in this movie and didn't really mean much in this story. Also, some of the story elements were a little off in my opinion, but they were minor things in my opinion. So yeah, that's all the cons I can name. It was just so freaking good. I can't find that many cons for this movie. I can't find any negatives. I really can't. So my rating for this movie is going to be a 5 out of 5. It is a great movie to watch, and it's actually my second 5 out of 5. Now I know Godzilla wasn't a 5 out of 5 for me. Now there was a movie before Godzilla that I didn't do a review for, but I had to give it a 5 out of 5, and that was Captain America Winter Soldier. So guys, do yourselves a favor, go to the theater right now, go watch this movie while it's in theaters. It is an amazing movie to watch. So if you watch the movie, tell me who your favorite X-Men was. Mine's gotta be Wolverine. He's my boy. I love Wolverine. He's my favorite X-Men of all time. Probably my favorite hero of all time as well. And my second favorite is probably a toss-up between Blink and Quicksilver. Both were exceptional. Both had amazing powers. So guys, please check out my Godzilla movie review as well. Put it in the link down below and the tab above. Another awesome movie. Definitely recommend watching that. May was a great month for movies with Godzilla and then X-Men the next week. It was just awesome. And the next movie review I will be doing to set up my hype for this movie, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. I will do a movie review of Rise of the Planet of the Apes. And I freaking loved that movie when it came out. I don't know when I will do a review for that, but hopefully soon. I have to do comic reviews and gameplay videos as well, so it's going to be pushed back. So guys, as always, please like and comment this video. Please follow me on Twitter. I'll put a link down below as well. And please subscribe to my channel, Django Fett, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.